Hey guys, it's Coach Jan here. I got Andrew here. We are talking about competitive push hands, claiming the front leg, and I want to show you the difference between drilling in push hands and claiming your front leg in competitive push hands. So in drilling, I'm going to allow my partner and I'm going to myself relax into more vulnerable states. Doesn't mean that we are not keeping our guard up, but we're doing this 2 push, 2 roll back Wu style Tai Chi drill, and I'm really shifting my weight off my front leg onto my back leg, which I would not do in traditional freestyle at all. So here, this allows us to really relax into the full expression of each technique. Again, there's a lot of stuff happening internally in the body when you do this stuff that you're doing your best to be aware of, that through your qigong, neigong, and form training is going to manifest in your push hands. But again, this is a drill. There's a difference between the drilling mindset, again, more vulnerable, and allowance, versus the live mindset. So now we're gonna play live. I'm gonna keep my weight 70% forward on my front leg. And that 70% forward, I will not pull back. And if I do pull back, I'm going to fake pulling back by twisting the front hip forward. And I'm only gonna do that to set up some sort of move, meaning that I won't do that as a safety or a brace, because you might be, for whatever reason, scared of your opponent, intimidated in any particular way, or feel like you can't fight on this leg. You have to, again, for the US Tai Chi push hand style of playing, you fight on your 70% on your front leg. So the reason that we're taking this video is because there was a note that I gave Andrew. I was telling him to really shift in, and we were just gonna play here.
Under that.
However, Andrew pulled his hip back. So because he shifted forward but pulled his hip back, he put more of an emphasis on his back hip, like this. That's not necessarily wrong, but it's a strategic move. So if you don't know it's a strategic move, then you can essentially be setting yourself up to get knocked off very easily from your front leg. So what I mean by that is that here, if I pull back, I am setting up a pull with my front hip, with my arm. So, and that's not necessarily the only technique, it's one of many techniques you can set up. But essentially what I'm getting at is that you're setting up some sort of fire from this front leg by pulling the other one back. Additionally, if you were to switch sides, and you would see what's happening here, I'm going to pull, if I pull this hip back here, I may quickly shift this under and then do my arm drag here. Notice that I end up with my face safely tucked away, so I can't get shouldered and I can't get elbowed. So I'm tucking my head. This is push hands, but again, this adapts to all grappling styles. So if you do not set up the hip movement, the hip position, and you only pull back, then you're not going to be able to play effectively on the front leg. If you are playing effectively on the front leg, it'll look like this. So we're going to play here, and I'm relaxing this back hip and the back knee. The back knee should feel like there's a weight on it, dropping it straight to the ground. This back hip falls into the front groin. So I'm allowing the pressure to wash down my front leg. Notice that there's contact point between my chest and his shoulder, meaning that he's got his shoulder somewhere between my shoulder and the T or sternum on my chest. So he's got a great position. And now it's about, for him, leveraging that position, especially using this back hand and his control of my other elbow, which he has, and ideally the control, if you can't see it, of my wrist with his elbow, to essentially create a really strong clinch. If you don't create that strong clinch and then use it to move your opponent in a direction rapidly, this is great. So he just moved me off, which is awesome. So you want to do it, because otherwise, if you just stay in that position, you get locked. And getting locked in any particular position is just never really a good idea. It's like the equivalent of just grabbing someone's wrist and thinking that you've done something. This is not a technique. This is just a position, and it's only a position if it's strategic. Meaning, so otherwise you're just giving your opponent, if they know what to do with it, information, a lot of data. So we're gonna play here again on the front leg. And so I feel his weight leaning on me. He's pushing me into my back leg right now, if you notice. So great, he switched the position, which is fantastic. But I just switched on him because I could feel that there was more weight on me here, and that if I just empty that, he'll go past. So when you play this game, this is a variation of a freestyle game. This game, very subtle. It's really to have a conversation with your partner and start to play with that front leg awareness. He's pushing me into my back leg now, which is fantastic. Notice that he incrementally took space as well. And when you speed up that awareness, the awareness of incrementally taking space, it can feel like a wave coming at you. But if you don't incrementally do it, just like time under tension in a push-up, slowly going down, more time under tension gives the muscles more work, more stability, etc. If you don't incrementally increase the pressure, then you won't have the data set in you to be able to fire faster. So you really got to allow yourself. Right now, I'm taking his front leg. He's detached from this front leg. I am pulling gently his floating ribs with my left hand. He's dropped his shoulder, left shoulder, into my rib cage. I can feel him setting something up. He's pulsing between his hips. He pulls me, but because I have this position back here, he can't pull all the way. He's gonna try something else, but before he does, I can just slightly turn and get him to step off balance. And again, this is in fixed step. If you were doing moving step, you're going to use all of this information to essentially set up your throws and or push somebody out of the ring. So that's the quick lesson for you guys today. Love you guys so much. If you have a thought, question, or idea, please let me know. I'll do my best to respond. Got Andrew here, wonderful player, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And this will be on my YouTube channel at Jan's Tai Chi or Coach Jan's Tai Chi Push Hands, US Tai Chi Push Hands team. Love you. Bye.